And I don't know.
All right, Blitz, then what is your breakdown of this draft?
I think it's a 6 sniper.
Yeah.
I think that is without a doubt. But Dota's a bit different now because you can't go for these like one-to-one comparisons like you could in the past. Like in the past, for example, like that Storm would win that game. There's no natural counters to him. He matches up pretty well against all the cores. But of course, Dota does not work like that. And it's going to take a lot of synergy here.
So if it becomes less about the breakdown of this core beats this core, then how do you break down a draft?
I think it comes down to what Bulba said about how many team fights does it take to break a team.
Okay.
And you try to look forward into the game. Like let's assume that everyone has an okay to above average laning phase. How do the teams match up when they actually get into their first clashes? Because it feels like these early game kills don't seem to matter nearly as much as the mid ones.
So how many team fights would you say it takes?
For Liquid, I think they just need like 2 or 3 really good ones.
Yeah.
But getting them is going to be a little bit difficult.
In EG, meanwhile, they have to fight a lot, right? They got to win fight after fight after fight.
Because going against a sniper and lone druid later on in the game is going to be a bit obnoxious, as well as the AA. Like the best part about AA is this support always scales as they're going to run into crit here.
A little bit too far away to be able to get the burrow strike, but they do manage to get the roll in. So that is going to be our first blood. Crit is going to be the first one down, and they make sure to give it a miracle.
Very nice path that they took. At the same time, GH Earth Spirit, sniper from long range. And Mind Control, going to be waiting here. He's going to drag the creeps. And for the first time, it feels like EG having a sort of normal lane configuration as GH takes both the bounty runes, the true carry of Liquid. Respect him. He's got boots already.
All right, TZ is going to do the same. Mind Control is going to be able to get a pull off here. So that's going to make things a bit annoying for the Razor. Obviously not a very fun one-to-one matchup here. RTZ already popping his Metamorphosis for this lane matchup. Now, they talked about it. They are going to go for an early kill here onto RTZ, see if they can slow him down with the Shrapnel. He may not be putting any damage, but the magic damage of Shrapnel is going to be enough to be able to finish him off.
Another kill and Metamorphosis was used.
That is a disaster for RTZ's laning phase.
And this is what EG often try to avoid, but they've gone to something a little bit more standard, and Liquid, they're used to this type of game, giving Miracle the best possible start. Kyle talked about the Enfeeble, and it is hurting Miracle, but with 2 kills to his name.
He actually throws down a Shrapnel just to make sure he takes off the Clarity. Another roll in on RTZ. This one, just a bit of harassment and not an actual kill attempt.
And the harass quite annoying as the Enfeeble goes out again.
Yeah, he really is struggling on CS. Even if he did get the first blood, they got a second kill here. He's currently sitting at a CS score of 2-1.
And still, RTZ doing somewhat okay. Has 5 CS, a little bit more than Miracle early on. As Crit, gonna miss the stun on Mind Control up at top, who does have that early level of Sandstorm, and it's not easy to use the Courier to bring something like a Sentry this early on into the game, especially when your mid needs the Courier.
Supports just don't want to pick up sentries right off the bat. Feel pretty bad about it, especially if Mind Control baiting Crit into GH. He all of a sudden pops out of the trees, and now we're going to have a Nyx Assassin in serious trouble. Has an impale, but
doesn't get the
hit
stun.
One of them.
Now he gets
the stun out. Crit going to be slowed down soon. They've got a Burrow Strike in 2 seconds time underneath the tower. Crit's got to juke it out. He's not going to be able to do it. Mind Control picks up another one.
And GH bends it like Beckham. Finally, barely finds the angle as in mid. Misery gonna make another rotation on a Miracle, but it's just to be annoying. As Kuro also coming in to give him the counter damage.
So that makes up for the Enfeeble.
It like evens out.
Yeah. Would you say Evil Geniuses, looking at this draft, do you think they really need to do well in the laning phase and that this start is a pretty bad sign for them? Or are they going to be able to recover off of this?
Oftentimes, I think they have a much better start for RTZ, and I think that part is a little bit concerning.
Okay.
But when it comes to CS, he's doing just fine. And that's what we meant by the early kills don't matter as much, because even just 3 CS ahead, it's not that bad as GH. And Viz up right now is level 2. Miracle has 2 levels of the Shrapnel. They're thinking about it right now. Misery, if he goes onto the low ground, maybe they go for this.
GH, he's going to kick him.
And he's going to
kick him into him. Almost gets him over the river, but they're still going to be able to get the slow with the Shrapnel. Misery is definitely dead.
He's trying to give it to Miracle, but GH
They didn't want to wait that long for the Enfeeble to wear out, so GH will take the kill instead.
Very convenient. As Crit, it's 3 minutes in. You compare the impact right now of the Earth Spirit. Level 2.5, Crit still only level 1 at 3.5 minutes into this game, trying to get a pull off. Really lagging far behind right now, as at bottom, the bear gets low.
How's the the Underlord doing? He's 15-5 compared to the 19-7 on the Lone Druid, so even in that one-on-one matchup, Team Liquid do have the advantage so far. He's gonna go ahead and TP the bear out.
And Mind Control gets the stun off. Trying to harass up as GH comes in. They know that Crit is still only level 1. He's trying to bait out as much as he possibly can. Crit's gonna move forward. GH waiting in the wings. Here comes the roll.
Does manage to nail him with an immediate stun follow-up. Hits on Fear as well, so he's not able to do much. At a rebuttal, again, GH, Mind Control, just proving to be such a potent duo. Evil Geniuses are struggling to be able to keep up in this laning phase.
Yeah, they read the pull, Mind Control, for the second time in a row.
All right, they're trying to bait Miracle a little bit. Bane's going to come in from behind, but he doesn't have a sleep. They're not going to be able to set up so easily the reflection. They need to be able to hit this stun from Crit so badly.
In, though.
He tries for it, tries to juke it, not able to land it though. Miracle in serious trouble. They need a little bit more damage, but now he's actually
he's going to turn this.
He's got a Fairy Fire as well. He can live through this one. One more hit, Fairy Fire goes off. Bait's deeper and deeper. Misery. He now has to deal with GH. He turns it around. Miracle with the double kill.
And he finds the regen rune. He's going to leave that for Miracle. Things go from good to excellent as Miracle full HP. And this is the scary thing about ganking Liquid. It always feels like GH is there. He feels like a terror on the map right now. As EG, they simply just can't track this guy's movements. Crit with another unsuccessful gank.
RTZ, big trouble. Tries to eat his way through the trees. Not going to make it. Surrounded by Liquid members. Team Liquid keeping up the pace and showing no mercy to Evil Geniuses. 9-0 right now, 5.5 minutes in. Team Liquid, the earliest group up I think we've seen from them so far. Yeah. 4 heroes already in the mid lane.
We talked about it in the Na'Vi game. It's Liquid's willingness to sacrifice each other's games. And right now, Crit, at 6 minutes into the game, is still level 1. And we compare that to the level 4 of GH, who's had so much impact in this game. They absolutely need this stunning support to do something as GH gonna walk up. Crit finally gonna get his level 2, but it's so late right now, and we're not feeling the impact of this Nyx.
Imagine what a big difference even just having level 2 could have made in some of these team fights. Bane is actually taking over the mid lane. They've given up. Arteezy is gonna just go back to the jungle, play it safe from now on. He cannot afford any more deaths in this laning phase.
The good news, though, for EG is the gold lead is still only 2K. It's hard to feel that in games like this when you look up at the score and you see it 9-0 at 6 minutes. Back-to-back games, Liquid keeping up a pace of more than a kill a minute, which is just astounding, especially in Dota, where we don't often see this many kills this quickly. As Sumail in the tree line, they're going to see the courier pass through. The Bear's going to scout him out. But all 3 cores on the EG are still doing an okay job of keeping up in farm. It's just the support levels right now that concern me on the side of EG.
Yeah, certainly. You can take a quick look at the CS. 28 CS right now on the Sniper. 37 still on the Terrorblade. Now, some of that has been neutrals, but it goes to show that even though the laning phase was terrible for Arteezy and the fact that he kept dying, he was still getting much better CS than the Sniper, thanks to the Enfeeble.
Yeah, and Matoma Man. And the best part about playing Lone Druid is you feel very comfortable. Once you hit that Radiance Midas timing, it puts all the pressure on the side of EG. Right now, things are equalizing out a little bit as the pace has been reset with Misery here in this mid lane as GH setting up behind him. The roll is going to connect once again.
Oh, managed to get the sleep off before the kick though, but Miracle does have his level 6, so should be able to get off.
Still gets him. One snipe after another.
The total shutout right now. Sumail's going to end up going down in the bottom lane as well. Chased down by the Ancient Apparition and Lone Druid. 11-0. Another stun. Managed to get one on GH. Trying to contest these boundary runes. Fear comes in, gets a pretty good nuke off. Bro strike through the neutrals. He's going to go for a TP out. It's going to be a little close, but does manage to make it away before that second hit.
GH right now just gonna go mid, take some of these levels as Miracle goes into the jungle, trying to scare Arteezy off, and he is successful in that, as Arteezy had popped the
he's
meta.
gonna wrap on a Misery here. In communication, Misery still puts himself out there.
Another kill. That's 12 right now for Liquid. As Fear pops the Shrine. Everyone just jungling on the side of EG. And they sort of have to do this because of how slowed down their supports are. Like, this Bane has used so much of his time to just consistently enfeeble, hasn't found levels for himself. We already talked about Crit's struggles. As Fear gives him the lane, sacrificing a little bit of his farm to try to enable his supports. They need this Nyx Assassin to do a lot as Sumail. Playing around at bottom, but Matama Man very comfortable. He understands because of the slowed down levels, nobody's going to contest him.
Doesn't really seem like there's going to be a whole lot of way for Evil Geniuses to go for a kill on him without bringing a core. This is where Fear comes in. They're going to try and bring the Razor to some of these fights. They're going to sneak around behind Miracle, see if they can get a static link and sleep combination here.
Here it
Setting
is.
up the fight pretty easily. They've already got 4 heroes here. Mass TP's coming in. Miracle threatening to be able to juke. They managed to make the stun off the Spike Carapace, but GH is already in.
He's so
Sanu
low.
comes out. Miracle, he gets away. He turns, and now Fear, big time trouble. He ends up going down. 2 dead from Evil Geniuses. You thought Miracle can make these kind of plays on just a Timber Saw? He'll do it on the squishiest hero of us all. Sniper. Again and again, surviving through initiation after initiation.
And a full 5-man squad. Liquid, everyone came for that one, protecting Miracle. And it's their ability to do this that teams just don't anticipate. Nobody 5-mans quite like Liquid does. It is going to create some space for Sumail at bottom, but they're okay with that.
I don't know about you, Blitz, but this game is beginning to make me think back to the first ESL 1 fight.
Up at top, Misery once again, GH is there. And Mind Control so close to that Blink Dagger. And that's where the pressure, if it wasn't bad already.
EG, they need to kill somewhere, and right now they're trying to kill the bear.
That counts.
But it's not going to make it. They can bring it back.
They really want this.
He's just going to keep running it. Oh,
Misery's going to TP.
a little bit more damage. He doesn't get the return off. Now the Nightmare. And they've got on top of it, so they should be able to kill it. Even popping Eye of the Storm, the Fear goes off. Don't tell me, even the Bear's gonna live for Team Liquid. Oh no!
Even the crowd feels that one. There's nothing going right for EG right now. I think just from a morale perspective, getting the Bear would have been the first step, as at
There
bottom the
comes a couple
TPs.
TPs. Sumail does not have a whole lot of mana. He has a Soul Ring. He has his team behind him, but he
Ice
Ice Blast with the stun. Sumail's already down. The Shrapnel on top of Fear. Miracle does have an Assassin. No, he actually has on a cooldown. Already used it on the Underlord. Fear, though, taken out slowly but surely. Ice Blast is away. 4 seconds until he could TP out. Can he juke this one long enough? He's going to slip his way through the trees. GH noticed him. They spotted him out. They're going to be able to see a Shrapnel. Goes for the TP, but no luck there.
And up at top, Crit starting to get low, doesn't have his 6, has already used all spells, and another kill. 18 on the board for Team Liquid. EG, I think if you combine the last 2 games, in like maybe 25 minutes of gameplay, EG hasn't gotten a kill.
It was ESL 1 Frankfurt 2014 when Invictus Gaming 22-0'd Evil Geniuses. EG may just see another shutout in Dota history if they don't find a way to make some plays happen.
And there are squishy heroes on the side of Liquid. They've got an AA, the Sniper, but we saw the last time that happened, Liquid were all together, already prepared, as this Lone Druid already closing in all the Radiance. And Matama Man once again just continues to farm in consecutive games at the top of the net worth chart. And sometimes we forget about this guy, because oftentimes we see him in this Viper role where Miracle's the true one position. No, make no mistake about it, this guy can still play the true hard carry.
Yeah, he could definitely carry with the best of them. And with that Radiance coming in soon, Evil Genius's game is going to get a whole lot harder right now. They're trying to set up some sort of play here at bottom. They're only showing the Sniper from Team Liquid. And they've got the ever-present GH watching over his cores.
I mean, if they could make this one happen, That would be a comeback for the ages. We already saw one in the game with Newbie against Secret.
Poke, poke, poke. He's going to ignore that creep wave. He's telling evil geniuses he's knocking on that door right now saying, you have to come out.
Yeah, and I think right now, Liquid, they really want this shutout. They continue to play very carefully despite their lead. You see Matama Man just farming in the tree line, not even showing his hero. I think at this point it's going to be a pride thing for them.
Samael, he has to stop the creep waves. He has to slow down this push from Miracle. He's just going to keep going for it.
Miracle has been hitting this tower by himself past 2 minutes.
Gets it into deny range. No one from EG is going to go for the contest.
And up at top, Arteezy already starting some of the split push. This is what he needs to do if EG hope to have any sort of comeback in this game. He's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting right now as Misery smoked up, has that level 6. They want to find anybody right now. As Crit going to invis up too. Misery still smoked. Or is actually invis.
They've got good vision of this area. They've seen some of the heroes. The invis helps them out. Oh, Fear. He's actually maybe trying to chase down Curl right now. Noob out. Nope. Force stab from Miracle. We'll save that support.
Yeah, and with this top ward, they see everything. Misery really wants to set up on something. He's pinging like crazy. Starting to get a little bit impatient here, but so many times they've tried this, and Liquid have been well prepared. As Mind Control sitting behind GH. Look at this. Poor protecting his 4 positions farm. Crit invised up, but it's finally going to break, and pings are coming out.
So close to that Blink Dagger. They're going to aggressive push forward. They have the Ice Blast ready to go from Kuro, so Sand King and Earth Spirit can certainly quickly bring down any hero.
Yeah, and you realize the game plan now for EG with the lines being drawn on the map. They're saying, guys, we have to avoid at all costs. Wherever they show, we do the opposite. And when you're a team this far behind, the good news is the enemy team will often always group up because they don't want to surrender any of these kills. When you're up 10k gold, even a single kill swings things 500 net worth in one side, even if you just get a support. And so it forces Liquid to 5-man, which then allows EG to open up the map a little bit.
And as a result, they are able to take that tier 1 bottom lane. They're just going to keep on pushing here as Team Liquid are going to start poking at that mid tier 2. We'll see who makes the defensive rotations here. I'm presuming Team Liquid are more likely the ones to defend a tower and not give EG that extra gold.
And Matama Man, it's the Radiant sat. Is that flying in? Yes, it is, as the recipe makes its way through. And look at the amount of sentries. Mind Control even bought one, and he bought a Dust.
So one carry is finishing up his drums, that's the Razor, and another has finished up his Radiance.
Yes, as tower gonna get taken. Matama Man very happy with that. They're still playing for the shutout right now. They want to pitch a perfect game.
Oh, here comes the TP in from the Sand King. They need to be able to hit the stun. Crit mistimes it. He already blinks forward, managed to get the stun onto Fear. They've got the silence as well. Managed to nail Samael, trying to make sure that he doesn't manage to get off the Dark Rift. They get the control of the Fiend's Grip, but stopped by the Assassinate. Misery is quite low. Here comes the Ice Blast, the roll-in as well. GH attempted to catch some extra heroes here. They've already got Crit, but he wants some of the cores. Samael, low on mana, does have a Soul Ring, goes for the TP out. GH does have a stun though. Does he have a boulder? Managed to get it off. Samael, no love here. 21-0 now.
And Kuro wanted to protect that perfect score, cancels his TP when he realizes he was about to TP into 4 heroes. Continues to farm up this mid wave. Just 1 kill away from tying. I think it was IG, right?
Invictus Gaming versus EG, game 3. I believe.
We haven't seen a shutout like that quite some time as Fear making his way mid. Kuro just hitting some creeps. The rest of his team marching down at bottom lane. There's no epicenter, but I don't think they care too much about that. As EG, now they're smoked up.
The Olner pickup is on the backpack, or excuse me, on the stash right now.
Yeah, Matama Man. He's holding this left side, thinking he's safe, but EG, they're all coming in right now.
And he's going to be the tankier hero. They don't want to run into him. They're going to run into Kuro. They're going to try and burst him down. Kuro, don't give away that 1 kill. Mind Control looking to be able to save his support. Kuro taking damage is going to be the first to fall. EG get 1 kill. Can they get more? Crit helping Arteezy to push forward here, but Miracle's already taken out the Razor. They're going to wrap around him here, see if they can catch the Lone Druid and the Sniper. They're stuck inside the trees, but they don't really have good vision. Now Samael managed to nail him with the pit there to jump forward, and it's jump on
Mind control's getting low.
Quite low. Whoa, good kick. Good silence coming out from GH, but they're still in trouble. They still need to get these cores out of here. Crit right next to Miracle.
Oh, they're just getting kited right now.
Base managed to finish him off with the Mjolnir proc.
They don't want to let him get the Sunder.
Don't let Arteezy get Sunder. They keep the distance. He ends up going down, and now Samael desperately trying to TP out, will barely manage to make it out. But in the end, it was a 2-for-4 exchange.
And Liquid finally surrender 2 kills, but they're going to be quite happy about that as it's going to transition into this high ground push. Samael firestorming, trying to save their tower. But this tower is dropping dangerously low, is going to get to half before Liquid.
They're just going to run right back. Evil geniuses.
Oh, they're going to go back for the turnaround.
They're going to try and go for this kill. Fear coming in from behind. Does manage to get a static link on a Miracle. He's got to break that one. Goes for the CP out, but they have the Impale. It's a big kill. He is beyond godlike, and they will net so much farm if they can actually get him. But Fear, he's being kind of chased away. He has to deal with the bear now, so it's up to Samael and Crit to be able to catch him. GH is here. The Guardian Angel. He kicks Miracle away, and Evil Geniuses will fail.
And he finds a regen again.
Oh, no. He's right back at it. They're not going to expect this one. Miracle all the way back up to full HP, full mana. Ice Blast heading in. Samael's going to be the target. Slowed down by the Shrapnel. Silence here as well. All the way to the back lines with the Ice Blast. Looks like the damage isn't going to be enough unless Crit. Not going to tick out. He's going to get hit by the boulder. No. No refresh on that ultimate from the Earth Spirit.
GH. That kind of connection he has with Miracle. Almost always there for him. As good as Miracle looks, and it takes a village. It's 26-2 Liquid, still at more than a kill a minute. Almost a fully completed AC for Matama Man at the same time. And for EG, it looked like it was going to be an okay fight. They completely pincered them in, but the farm disadvantage is just unreal right now as they go for a smoke.
They kind of have to, because you're kind of feeling it, right? It's an easy Roshan attempt for Liquid. They don't really need a whole lot of heroes in the pit either. So EG, they've got to find a way to get into that pit, and they might have just found it. Samael, he's going to be able to get a good pit to control these heroes. Locked in. AoE coming in fast. Miracle's already got himself out of the pit, but they're going to be able to bring down Matama Man. He's the first one dead. GH, they look towards him, but an Ice Blast has just nailed EG. So they're going to play a little careful around Miracle, not wanting to be kited by this sniper.
That's a lot of gold, though.
Mind control, thinking about initiating, maybe. Testing Fear.
They're waiting out the Metamorphosis right now, which is the big spell of EG for them to be able to team fight, especially on this Terrorblade. But very good trade for them, as just that one single kill nets them 1,600 gold.
Jesus. Fear was the one to pick up that bounty. So he is closing in on his BKB right now, which he really needs just to be able to ignore everyone else, get that static link onto the sniper, and just run him down if possible. But he may not have the opportunity to complete farming that one. They see a big push coming in that top lane, and Miracle, ooh, he just shows himself on the courier. Unfortunately, he does not one-tap it. But now that Matama Man is alive again, is there anything really stopping Liquid from just going Roshan again? There's no Metamorphosis.
No, I think you just walk in. I think EG, they're smart enough to understand. We can't take this fight anymore. We don't have meta. We have to continue to try to prolong this game. They still haven't been raxed, and their high ground is not terrible. They can always just spam away the waves with the Firestorm, one of the best abilities in the game at holding the high ground. They're going to have the defender's advantages at bottom. Ice Blast flies in. GH by himself.
Alone is going to try and make this play, but he's Fiend script up. There's no TPs in from Liquid. They say, GH, that was a ballsy move. But we cannot protect you.
And that was like an 16k gold lead. Now it's down to 12. As all of these kills matter, that's a support that you lost. That swings at almost 1k. 700 in favor of EG. Minus 200 for Liquid.
Miracle, since he does have the Aegis, he'll play the aggressive pusher now, all by himself in this top lane. But not too scared of EG, as they're showing most of their heroes at bottom lane right now. Crit's trying to set up on Mind Control with his Nyx Assassin, but there are plenty more heroes on the way, including a smoked up Matama Man and Kuro.
They don't want to churn this though. Arteezy already trying to make it out.
They're just going to have to give up on Misery.
Misery gonna go for the TP out. No chance as Mind Control picks up another kill and crit.
I do want to note
Hammer.
that we have the Meteor Hammer from the Nyx Assassin, so he can get a great combo stun there. Impale does last for 2.8 seconds. Only takes 2.5 to be able to get the Meteor Hammer off.
Yeah, and he's maxed out the Spike Carapace. So he should be able to get this off back to back. The high ground defense is going to be even better for EG. As Liquid with the Aegis and the AC completed on this bear, I think they want to go for the high ground. They're going to test the waters here.
Shrapnel leading the way. Smail a little premature with the Firestorm. They need to be able to just clean out these creep waves. The problem is they still need to be able to find a way to deal with the bear and deal with the snipers standing behind him. They've already taken the tier 3, and now they're going to start focusing on that melee racks.
Yeah, and the bear doesn't get stunned. Does have another one to resummon.
Push away. Not feeling comfortable with how close Arteezy is getting to that mid-tier 1 tower. They'll back off and just take the shrines now that they've unlocked them.
Mind Control pushing out this top wave, wanting to make sure that all their lanes are correct before they make any plays. But all the tier 2 towers have been nabbed on the side of Team Liquid as exposed racks at bottom lane. And you have to imagine that Liquid want to play aggressively with this Aegis as Arteezy desperately trying to farm as much as he possibly can in the next minute and a half.
Again here, Mind Control blinking forward. The rest of his team is joining him now. They tried to go for a dust to catch the Nyx Assassin, but he was just a bit too far away.
Shrine is under attack.
And with EG, they're well aware where Liquid is. They need to very aggressively push these waves in to try to buy more time. You see Crit, Meteor Hammer.
Just trying to push out some creep waves.
Yeah, you need to delay this as long as possible.
Buy some time for Arteezy, Fear, and Samael to get a little more. Samael actually picking up a Necronomicon as his second item after the pipe.
He really needs that BKB if he's going to team fight into this. We saw last time he just got controlled up, couldn't even get the Sunder off. And bottom wave, they're doing a very good job of keeping their side lanes pushed out, but this top wave is going to come in at any moment now. And EG, you've got to be able to defend this at least one time or Liquid will take everything in your base.
Oh, look at this. GH has his Blink Dagger. He's looking for a play. Thinking about it. Oh, blinks in.
Doesn't get anything here.
Roll out. So doesn't get punished for it.
Radiant's middle tower.
But it does kind of show all these heroes. So Arteezy immediately bounces back to pushing out that bottom lane.
Yeah, trying to do whatever he can to keep his team into this game as Liquid. Miracle denies that tower, not even going to give EG that little bit of gold. As EG are doing a good job of keeping the pressure on wherever they can.
Managed catch. Crit does have that maxed out Spike Carapace, so he's going to be able to slow down his pursuers quite a bit. Mind Control does have a dust in his backpack, but not opting to switch for it, not bothering.
You saw Crit at the same time he didn't go for the bounty rune, because by doing so, it would reveal to Mind Control that he's still there. And we see the illusion mid. It's cutting this wave.
Fear's pretty far out there, too. GH is going to make his initiation already. He wants to make sure that Fear does not have the opportunity to juke out and go for a TP because he knows the rest of his team is going to be there soon. And Mind Control is within blink range almost. Yule's not quite there. Burrow Strike coming up soon. Ice Blast is going to be able to reveal Fear, and that'll be the kick to stop the TP.
1, 2, 3 as Miracle with the last hit of the ultimate beyond godlike for him continues the spree, but for EG they needed someone to very aggressively shove out these waves, and you notice that Liquid, they're just constantly being forced back. Mind Control already TP.
That being said, Matumba Man is trying to deal with it. He's also cutting creep waves with his bears. That push through the bottom lane is easily defeated. Just a catapult, that's all that's left.
And for EG, the strategy has not changed. Delay as much as you possibly can. Force Liquid into an awkward high ground position. There's no longer an Aegis on Miracle, so they can't play super aggressive as he finishes his BKB at the same time.
Crit has been trying to set up on Mind Control at times, but to be honest, he just doesn't have a whole lot of playmakers on his team to play off of, so instead he's just going to cut more and more creep waves.
Meteor Hammer. That's going to kill the wave instantly. Crit's going to get back. Almost has that Blink Dagger. And once again, the lane's reset. Now a Necrobook 3 completed on the side of Sumail. This is going to add to his push.
But a Yule Scepter for Earth Spirit. So even as our cores start picking up items on EG, we've got some luxury items coming in for Liquid on their supports.
And I think Liquid are starting to get tired of this as Matama Man is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter cap just so that he can deal with this split push.
This smoke out though. They don't have Matama Man. This could be an excellent initiation.
A
double damage on the sniper. They need to be able to burst him down. The BKB from Fear. Saying easily take out Miracle. The Ice Blast not going to do a damn difference as it looks like EG should be able to win this fight with the sniper down. In the lines, Mind Control. They need this kill. It's a big one too. He's another core they can take out, making sure he can't get the blink away.
For them.
Double kill for EG.
GH.
Maybe they can still find GH. He looks for the roll out, but he doesn't get very far without his stones. Got a static link coming up, but he does manage to get the blink away. His Fear is still going to try and pursue with the plasma field, and he's definitely not going to make it.
It's still a successful fight for EG. They only lose the 2
Look at this Aghanim Scepter. He just picked it up, and immediately the bear goes to work on that ranged Rax.
They don't lose too much, though. They didn't lose the Rax. They didn't even lose the tower for that up atop. And they did manage to finally get the godlike spree of Miracle. And this is going to breathe a little bit of hope into EG's lungs. As this Terrorblade is starting to pick up a lot of farm now.
Yeah, he got 900 gold off that kill, so he is a happy camper. He goes from picking up BKB to now immediately looking at Hurricane Pike.
He's not that far behind in farm, despite the deficit that his team has held this entire game. That 16k gold lead goes down by a little bit. They've got the gem of their own, and this is going to slow down Liquid a little bit as
the sniper's counter to the Terrorblade and just being able to keep his distance. If EG can keep this game going and manage to get the Terrorblade to that level 25 with the Hurricane Pike as well.
At bottom lane.
Good gank on the bear. Definitely need to be able to stop that split pusher and net themselves an extra 300 gold as well. But top, they got to get back fast.
At this time, they're gathered up, but they don't have Matama Man.
He's going to try and stand his ground, make sure that Miracle isn't able to get too much chip damage on this tier 3, but he is working it right now. Somebody's got to go outside the base to stop Miracle here.
The Max and Feeble Bane going to try to slow this down as Matama Man once again.
A reflection, that's certainly going to help with the spike carapace. They managed to get a good stun with Fear on top of him. They're trying to get him to 4-step away, but now Fear, he's close to distance, and he's doing so much physical damage. He can actually finish off this sniper, but no, the BKB wears out. Miracle, he managed to get a little bit farther away. The Epicenter's coming in. Mind Control looks for the kills. He's got the pipe out, though. It's not doing a whole lot of damage, and now Fiend's Grip. Evil Genius look for the pounce. A good stun comes out, though, and a retreat. Sounding the alarms, looks like they're going to be able to get out even with the kill on the Sand King, but at the same time, their base was under siege from Matama Man the whole entire time. He took the full lane at bottom and did a good amount of damage to that tier 3 at mid as well.
Yeah, I think Mind Control got the signal. Matama Man said, I'm going to take this bottom Rax. Just go in. It doesn't matter if you die for this. If you think about it in that sense, it's a 1-for-1 trade with EG losing Rax. On top of that, Fear did such a good job of getting on top of that sniper. He's got this Blink Dagger, but doesn't quite deal enough damage as a lot of Force Staffs came in to help out Miracle.
Certainly did. The BKB just wearing out a little too soon. But it does go to show how Evil Geniuses can win team fights.
Yeah, he needed a hit and a half there, and he brings him down as crit.
Just take him, take him. Oh no, the blink away from GH. He still has an opportunity to hit an impel here and follow it up with a Meteor Hammer. But his team might just, oh nice, good block on that one. Trying to land a stun, misses it. They still gonna go for this kill, managed to get the silence down, but the sleep is there. Here comes the Meteor Hammer, and Arteezy's gonna go ahead and pop them. Oh no! The blink away from the Earth Spirit just in time.
And that level 1 Nightmare from Misery just didn't last long enough. They are going to get a D-ward for that, but they would have been so thrilled to get a kill on the GH. That's a lot of gold that he holds right now. He has more net worth than both the Nyx and the Bane combined.
With the Metamorphosis popped. And Team Liquid looking at Roshan at a pretty good time here. I don't think EG are going to be able to stop this second Roche.
Yeah, they might just have to give up on that one and go back to their original plan, try to move out these side waves. Don't let Liquid just collectively group up. As Liquid, they make their way over to this Roshan pit. They should do this in no time with the AC. And Crit trying to scout whatever he can. Liquid does have that sentry there though. Crit might even just go for this mid wave instead.
Yeah, better to just cut waves, because honestly, without Metamorphosis, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot.
And he's getting pinged up right now. But nobody on Liquid close enough to do anything about it.
They are going to get a good push at bottom lane coming out as well, so Liquid will have to take a bit of time to recover their waves, get everything pushed out again.
Yeah, and Kuro finishes his own Meteor Hammer on the side of the AA. Trying to go for...
We saw that one last time against the Tusk. The great effectiveness.
Sumail at bottom wave. Very aggressive here. Somebody's got to do it for EG as Liquid. They've already taken that bottom rack, so they don't have to worry too much about this bottom wave, but Sumail has a Necro Book. Could just contest this as they're smoked up.
From EG. They get the initiation. They're going to lead on GH, see if they can burst him down. But a great response from Mind Control. He's going to be Fiend Scripted up. Now scared out. The Fiend Script is stopped. Crit ends up going down to the Ice Blast. RTZ standing tall, looking to be able to finish off Mind Control, but he pops a cheese. He's going to stay alive. Instead, Miracle in the back lines. He's getting poked at. Now RTZ looks to be able to get the stun to the epicenter. They blow him up. Fear.
And Kuro, he's charging it.
Charges Meteor Hammer. He stays alive. Not even able to kill an Ancient Apparition. Now their bottom lane is taken out. And if they can hold with buybacks, it could be a decent scenario for Evil Geniuses. Tier 3 and melee racks, but the harder part is going to be stopping Team Liquid here. They go for a push of their own with no Metamorphosis here. A great initiation. Two-man stun, follow up with another two-man stun. Burrow Strike. Team Liquid is on point right now. Another buyback, this time from Sumail, but it's left in a 2 versus 5 scenario. Team Liquid, you can have the bottom lane. We'll take the whole hog as Sumail is going to be another stuck pig as Miracle just chases him down, already down to half HP. He wants all of these kills. Fortunately, Crit's going to be able to stop him. Fear's on top of him as well with a static link. Assassinate goes down. It's not enough to finish off the kill. Looks like Mind Control is going to give up his life again to try and save Miracle. Or is he? He blinks away deeper into the trees. Fear did not try and go for that kill, instead threatening Miracle's life. And Mind Control is going to be able to TP out. And that's Megas.
Yeah, and right now, EG, no buyback on their Terrorblade. Liquid still have the Aegis available on the Sniper. They want to end this game right now. EG with 3 heroes have to make an impossible hold.
Another two-man stun. How does GH keep on doing it? Nailing Fear on the side, and that is it. Evil Geniuses call it 40-8 is the score. 36 minutes in. Liquid will move on to the grand finals to face Newbie.
That was an unbelievable early game as Liquid in back-to-back games set an incredible pace, more than a kill a minute. We don't see that very often.